What's up, pet people? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing a Bioactive Crested Gecko Vivarium build. So basically, for the premise of today's video, I'm going to be taking you along and showing you all the different steps and what I used in building the Vivarium. This is going to be the main point of today's video. And yeah, I'm just basically going to show you how to do everything. So please keep watching. Alright, so I feel like the first and most important step involved in getting and making your bioactive vivarium is finding out where you're going to get the tank and where you're going to get the substrate and plants. So for me, I personally bought everything that's going to be shown in this video off of Josh's Frogs. That means I bought my little vines, I bought my plants, I bought my substrate, isopods, and the tank itself from Josh's Frogs. So what I did is I bought the 18 by 18 by 24 Crested Gecko Vivarium kit, and what they'll do is they'll include the substrate and the plants in it for you already along with the tank, and I just feel like that's a much easier way to go than having to separately pick out each individual thing yourself. Now I did buy plants separately, I did buy the Hydroton separately, and I did buy my mesh and of course the spray foam and silicone separately. So that's not from Josh's Frogs, but everything else is. And before I go any further in this video, no, it is not a sponsored video. I just really love Josh's Frogs. I've been using them for quite some time now with my different tanks, and they just always deliver the best plants. Everything's alive. Their isopods are always good, and then just the quality and the speed of their delivery is definitely, I recommend it. So yes, I used all Josh's Frogs products, so everything you see in that video and my little clips I'm about to show are from Josh's Frogs. So there's that bit of information for you. Now diving into the tank, the first thing I did whenever getting my tank is I laid it down on its back and I used Great Stuff spray foam to kind of like build the background. So what you're going to do is you're just going to spray like a nice layer and put basically where you want the background to be. You're going to spray it with the spray foam, wait for it to dry, and then eventually you're going to cut it down to size. As you can see in the video provided, I tried putting my pots in where I wanted the plants first. I eventually realized that wasn't a good idea, so I took them out, and then I placed them in once that bottom layer was kind of like formed. Once you're done with the spray foam, you're going to use a 100% animal grade silicone on the back of the vivarium over the spray foam. You're just going to put a nice layer, after you cut out the foam how you want it, you're going to put a nice layer of the silicone. And then once that's done, you're going to pour over it either the bioactive substrate or like an eco earth substrate. I kind of mixed them together so that there wasn't too much bioactive on the back and there wasn't too much just plain eco earth on the back. They were mixed evenly together, and as you can see, I kind of layered it on pretty thickly. Once I was done with that, I gave it 24 hours to completely cure. Then I went back in and I checked on it. I added a little bit more silicone and Great Stuff foam in places where I felt it needed it more. And once that was done, I let it sit for another 24 hours. Then I finally brought it inside, and that's whenever the actual build portion of the tank comes in. So apparently I'm bad with technology, and my camera ran out of storage in the middle of me filming my last video section, except I didn't realize it ran out of storage until I went to upload the video onto my computer. So yeah, we're gonna finish the video today then, since I did that 2 days ago and didn't realize it till yesterday. I'm so good at this. Once you move your tank back inside, that's whenever you start your drainage layer. And what I did for my drainage layer is I poured in the hydro balls, which are itty bitty little clay balls that the water can drain into the bottom of the tank to. It won't get stuck in your substrate that way, and it kind of gives a little area where it can go and not create mold pockets or over water your plants in your tank. It gives that little area where that water can go. Anyway, so I evenly laid out a layer of the hydro balls on the bottom of my tank. I think I used two 5-liter bags of the hydro balls. As you can see, I just kind of put a nice little layer, and then after that is whenever you put your divider. I used mesh dividers. I thought I bought the right size, but as you can see I did not. So I kind of cut them up and patchworked a little full divider into the bottom of the tank over the hydro balls. What this does is it separates the substrate from the hydro balls. That way it won't get stuck in between them, and it just ensures that the water can go through more smoothly and nothing gets stuck or muddy or mixed up. So that's why that's there. After I did that portion, I just laid down some of my Josh's Frogs bioactive bedding that came with the kit. As you can see, I kind of mixed it with leaf litter, sphagnum moss, and the bioactive substrate itself. That way it just kind of like, it went together better in my mind, and it provided the nutrients that's going to be needed for the springtails. The springtails are itty bitty isopods that I put into the like middle layer of my substrate. All they really do is they create a little bioactive, pretty much they're the bioactive part of the tank. So they're going to eat all the mold. They're going to make sure that it doesn't create any like stagnant bedding, make sure that there's airflow in there. They'll get rid of anything that shouldn't be. They get rid of the waste. They help provide nutrients for the plants. It's a whole little cycle that they provide for the vivarium. So I put in the springtails after that, and I covered them with some more leaf litter just kind of to give them a little bit of a kickstart for food. And then I put a little bit of sphagnum moss in there too, also a little kickstart for food, and it helps retain humidity down there. And after that I just continued filling up the tank with more bio bedding. I alternated bio bedding, leaf litter, sphagnum moss, kind of like did a nice little stack there. I even threw in some forest floor in one of the layers just to like provide that extra mulch and well, it's not mulch, but provide that extra little bit of wood and what is needed for the isopods. Finally, after I did all the bedding, I put in some more isopods. Instead of springtails this time though, I used dwarf white and powder blue. They got put into the tank, and after that I added the plants. So I didn't film that portion just because I don't think you guys would be overly interested in watching me repeatedly rip plants out of the ground and mess up my tank, but I did film the end part, which I will be inserting now. So yeah, there's the finished tank. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video because I really enjoyed putting the tank together and explaining it to you. I might have left some stuff out. I hope I didn't. I think I didn't. But, you know, as I said before, I'm still learning at this. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoy it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to see certain other videos or want me to go more in depth with certain things, please comment down below what you're looking for on this channel, and I will hopefully be able to help you with what you want. So yeah, thanks again, and see you next time.